You've been gone a long time. Where did you go?
Welcome everybody, welcome back to Spin Ride. Today we're talking about what? What are we talking about? We're talking about our man, Brandon Routh. Yeah, that's the man. The man who was Superman in Superman Returns. Yeah, the movie didn't do a huge amount of money and stuff, but here, but he was a likable Superman. He was a Superman who was for the ages. Let's not knock Henry Cavill, but this movie, Superman Return, was it. And now what does he do? He was Superman at one point. Now he plays what? He plays on Legends of Tomorrow as the Atom. Not knocking it. Hey, I think his character is fun. The show is lighthearted, and you take it as you take it. That's it, all right? But the big news is here is that the CW is doing Crisis on Infinite Earths. And we already saw the essence, the beginning of that last season in Arrow and Flash when they started doing that story. Now there's going to be a continuation, which Crisis was a story that reordered the whole DC universe because you had multiple worlds and you had different storylines and they wanted to combine and bring it all together. But here, DC's probably doing the same thing. There's a reset because Arrow is going to basically be finishing it up right now, and probably retooling Flash is the main show. And then you have Supergirl, and you have Legends of Tomorrow, and you have the new show Batwoman coming out. So there's a lot of things they want to do. They probably want to reposition the properties that they have. And so this is an excellent way to go about doing it. You got to give the guys who are running it, Berlanti and his crew, enough thumbs up, baby, because they know what they're doing. These guys read the comics. Well, not all the time, but they read the comics. We give them credit for that. So the biggest news, like I said, is Brandon Routh. I mean, come on, this dude was Superman himself. I'm wearing it. I thought Cal would be here to do this, but I figured, what the hell, can't wait. I am the Superman. And so I think this crossover event that they're putting together, they're packing it full of different storylines. We have the Arrow character, because in the Arrowverse, the Arrow character basically is the Batman. I know I'm going to get emails from people saying, yo, what the hell are you talking about? Come on, let's get rid of him. Arrow is the Batman. He's the central figure. And through him, none of these shows would have existed, The success of this show was really what pushed it through. All right, I know. I'm hearing it now. Yes, I'm hearing it. Yes, Smallville. I know you Smallville lovers. I'm not knocking it either. Smallville was an excellent show. It ran for 11 seasons. It kicked butt. It did a lot to show that the whole superhero mythos could be done in such a way. And that pattern has consisted as you look throughout all the other shows. The teen format, the lightheartedness. I think this works pretty well. And CW, you got to give them credit. They've been the one to have done better on this format than almost anyone else. Other shows have executed. I mean, the Fox Batman show was excellent in that they spent money on it, but they just changed the convention so much, and that was one of my biggest peeves with that particular show. But in terms of a standalone, I always hate when they start throwing in people who shouldn't be there because they want to catch ratings, But hey, that's a whole another conversation for another day. And here I'm just telling you right now, Brandon Routh, his Superman wasn't the biggest hit, but it was profitable. We have the top movies. The top ones were Batman v Superman, but that's not really a pure Superman film. I think the top Superman film I think is Man of Steel, which made like boo-goo money. I think it made according to this, $668 million, and then Batman Returns made like almost $391 million. So that's a significant difference. But of course, when you adjust for stuff, it's a lot closer than we think it is. And whereas the Man of Steel had so many negative connotations in that movie. I think a lot of people went out to see the movie, but they didn't feel this was a Superman that represented them. That was a big problem with the whole show. And, probably in the future, they'll finally get it act together. Henry Cavill does a fantastic job, but they haven't put him in the place that he could, show himself. But probably this whole new project of his, which I'll be talking about later, will be something that will blow up. But hey, just want to tell you guys, Brandon Routh is going to be donning the Superman suit. It's going to be off the chain. Of course, at the same time, I'm going to knock it. The other guy, Tom, I can't pronounce his name, Tom, whatever. He's the current Superman and Supergirl show, and he's been in the crossover too. He's been adequate, but Brandon Routh, he's the man. I'm going to definitely be watching it. Spin Rock, out.